Stuart Bell from Dairy here, and today I want to talk about kind of a pet peeve of mine, and one thing that I hopefully, after sharing this, if you can stop doing this in your marketing and your planning and execution, you're going to find yourself able to implement better and just overall, frankly, less stress when it comes to your project. So stick with me as I explain to you the danger of skipping straight to implementation. Here we go. In the program, we've just come off the back of an accelerator, and in between accelerators, which happen every 4 months, we have an implementation system. We call it the racing line because it's kind of meant to be like, the fastest way around the track, and it's aimed to help people implement their projects more easily. But one of the initial moments we have, or the first 3 weeks, is not about doing anything. It's not about getting and doing the work. It's actually about 2 things. It's about confirming the plan everybody's walked out of their workshop with is the right one. In other words, it's going to get the right outcomes. It's focused on the right issues, and just as important as what outcomes we want to get, it's removing the constraints. I think a lot of businesses, they focus on just, I want this. They don't recognize that this is the thing that's going to stop me getting it. Then we also got a period where we install the work. In other words, we engage our teams and we say what needs to get done, who's got what time, what we're going to need to outsource, and we line up these resources. It's this commitment to working out the work before we actually do the work that kind of makes it easier to go faster later on. There's a second part to this. It's kind of, marketing is another big one. I see a lot of businesses launch campaigns. They go, I'm going to do social media, or I'm going to do a partnership thing, or I'm going to do this, that, and the other. They focus on the tactics, the things they can do, and they don't do the strategy. In other words, they don't work out their funnel. They don't define, probably the most important bit is, who am I trying to capture? What do they want? What are they attracted to? They don't go out and talk to clients. They don't engage people and do the research. And I get it. Sitting down, spending a day with your team or researching clients or trying to get your head around what people are looking for, what they're clicking on. It's not easy work. More importantly, it's work that requires you to invest time and sometimes actually just sit there and think about it as opposed to doing. Particularly when you are geared towards production, producing plans, getting stuff done. That kind of sitting down and thinking, putting yourself in the client's minds, doing the research, asking around, finding out what's working for other people, even visiting your competitors' websites and look at what's working for them, running web traffic reports on their sites, paying attention to what gets your clicks on Facebook, let alone anybody else's. That's the hard work. But you know what? Someone's told me, and it's so true, the greatest marketers are actually also the greatest researchers and the greatest empaths. The greatest implementers are often those who take some time to ask, what should we be doing right now and who should be doing what? I wanted to share this because whether you're implementing as part of a program or whether you're implementing on your own, if you struggle to get things done or you kind of have the greatest intentions but stuff doesn't get finished, which can be so frustrating because it rolls over, or you just generally don't have a system for getting things done in your business, there's much we could share. But the number one thing is, spend the time planning before you actually implementing it. If you'd like some more information about that, feel free to either drop me an email at help@adairy.com or book, as usual, a strategy 15-minute call. We'll have a chat and I'll share with you, what we do in the program, some of the techniques and strategy we have for making sure that our members are not just being given content, we're actually giving them a framework and a layout. So start here, end there with your result. Anyway, hope this has been useful and I hope you're having a great week and I'll speak to you soon.